Petite, vous vouliez être historienne ou politicienne, puis vous orienter vers la musique. Qu'est-ce qui vous a donné l'envie de chanter?
Well, I wanted to be a politician because I lived in places where politics was quite unstable, like Georgia in Eastern Europe and Belfast, Northern Ireland. But, you know, music is something that I was totally attached to from a very young age, dating back to Georgia. And it's just something, I mean, I don't know, I feel like I was always meant to do it. And at the age of 15, I decided that I wanted to do it as a career. And I kind of didn't care whether I was going to be an artist, you know, a performer, or I was going to work in the music industry as an A&R person, because I just wanted to be surrounded by music all the time.
Quelles sont vos influences musicales?
My musical influences, they always seem to change, you know. I mean, you can be influenced by, you know, an artist you've been listening to since you were like 8, or be influenced by a film score that you see. At the moment, I am utterly in love with Leonard Cohen, Nick Cave, PJ Harvey, and David Bowie.
Un duo de rêve pour vous, ce serait avec qui?
It would be amazing to perform with Joni Mitchell.
Dans la vie de tous les jours, dans vos voyages, vos différentes rencontres, qu'est-ce qui vous émeut, vous donne envie de retranscrire dans une chanson?
I mean, there's always something that moves you. It kind of is a bit like, where do you start? I suppose at the moment, one of the best lessons that I've learned is, and it was kind of a book I was reading by Dylan Thomas, or a poetry book, and he kind of talked about the fact that you have to work away from words, not towards words. And I think how I apply that to myself and my own writing is that, you know, use the songs to, I suppose, to just document your life and to try and, you know, figure out what you're feeling and who you are. And you use songs to just purely express that, rather than writing to make hits or writing for the end result because you're trying to please an audience. And that's one thing, you know, that I'm trying to express. But tomorrow it might be different.
Avez-vous une phrase, une philosophie, quelque chose qui vous aide à avancer tous les jours?
There isn't really one thing. I mean, there's countless of things. Again, like just like the last question, if you wanted me to pick one, I tend to, it's my strength and also my weakness. I tend to always look at things from all kinds of different point of view, and it's good because I can, you know, understand anyone's perspective. And it's also bad because if I'm with an argument with someone, after like half an hour, I usually agree with them, which is a terrible thing to have.
Quel est le souvenir le plus marquant de vos rencontres avec le public? Avez-vous une ou des anecdotes de votre tournée?
Yeah, I mean, there's always something incredible happening with an audience because it's your point of contact with them, you know, tangibly. I suppose there's some silly stories. Like I remember I was performing a song called Scary Films, and there's a line in it that says, if the psychopathic wife kills the husband with a knife. And as I was singing that line, there was a couple in the front row, and the husband, they were middle-aged, and the husband turned to his wife and went like that, as if she was going to kill him. And that was kind of a bit ridiculous and hilarious because I was trying to sing and it just wasn't really working. And then the other one, this isn't really with the public, but we have these screens that move up and down in the gig, and they're pretty big, heavy screens that have visuals on them, and they move up and down. And Louis Jardin, who was our percussion player, he moves forward, and as he was moving forward, the screen started coming down, and literally it was about to hit him and chop his head off. And I was like, Louis, careful. But luckily he survived, so we didn't have a death on that occasion. And the audience reacted really well to it, like they all found it really funny.
Pour votre troisième album, Pictures, vous composez vos textes autour d'une thématique cinématographique. Le cinéma est donc un art important pour vous. Avez-vous un genre préféré, un réalisateur, un acteur?
Movies represent such a wide thing for me. I mean, I love watching them for entertainment, but then there's films that literally change your life. The reason why we decided for Pictures to be influenced by films wasn't the films itself, but it was some of the soundtracks that I'd heard. I mean, I've been so like amazed at the fact that movies is another way to get your music heard and, you know, have a public that wouldn't otherwise hear it. And so often, like, it started with a lot of Tarantino soundtracks. Like, there's some great soundtracks and great artists that I discovered from watching his films. You know, and I found that brilliant, that the two sort of can be married and, you know, create something really incredible. And recently there's a great soundtrack, The Assassination of Jesse James. That was Nick Cave and Warren, oh, I can't remember his surname, it was just terrible. But yeah, that was another amazing soundtrack.
If I was hungry,
Votre best-of est sorti en octobre, vos albums se vendent par millions, un succès rapide au bout de 4 ans, comment le vivez-vous?
It's, well, you don't really react to it. I mean, it's just, you know, it's just something that happens, and you can just be grateful for it and feel lucky that you're still doing it and that there's still someone out there listening. You know, what else can you do? I mean, I don't know. I find it bizarre when I think of, you know, where I've come from. Because, you know, my background is so far removed from where I'm at the moment. So all I can do is just be grateful and keep working hard and keep making music.
En 2006, vous entamez une tournée mondiale. Quels sont les pays et les villes qui vous ont le plus marqué et pourquoi?
I was really moved by Japan. There's something very interesting about that country. It's just really intriguing and wonderful. And then the other place that really moved me was Norway, because I've always had a fascination with the North Pole and wanting to go as far north as possible, and the light there is just incredible because it hits the earth in a different angle than everywhere else. Everything is so clear and crystal and just absolutely beautiful.
En février, vous écriviez dans votre journal que vous rêviez de votre propre concert en Pologne. Dans quel autre endroit rêvez-vous de jouer?
Well, I've just finished a big tour, so you know, I had some great gigs. Like the ones in France were wicked because the audience was amazing here. But that's pretty much me done for touring now for quite some time.
Vous aimez les défis? Après avoir chanté à 300 mètres sous le niveau de la mer, qu'est-ce que vous aimeriez réaliser d'aussi insolite?
I don't know, it's a case of someone giving me a call and suggesting something, and if it sounds crazy enough, then I'll do it.
Mis à part la musique, le cinéma, êtes-vous sensible à la mode? Avez-vous un ou des créateurs, des boutiques, des lieux de prédilection à Paris ou ailleurs?
I've always sort of looked at clothes as kind of like the last part of, you know, what I need to do. And I'm only just beginning to view them as a quite an interesting expression of what you feel like on the inside. I think that Alexandra McQueen is a really wonderful designer. And I love wearing Westwood's stuff. I think she's really cool too. And then anyone else? No, I mean, generally speaking, I love buying vintage, so, and high street stuff. So as long as it's comfortable and different. I hate like wearing things that everyone else is wearing.
Pour vous, un cadeau idéal, qu'est-ce que c'est?
The ideal gift. A beautiful song.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.